Starters for the first race are at the gate. Gate is moving. All set for our first of 9 here this afternoon. A field of 6 approaching top of the stretch. We have Ain't No Looking Back, Off the Rail, and Charlie Price. Lip Sync and Lonnie Stokes. Maple Cookie, Mark Haig. Largo Sun in the middle for Todd Trite. Sanderhoff Bluegrass outside for Tony Watson. And to the extreme outside, we got Sand My Appeal, Louis Bellevaux. Here they come. They're off and pacing as expected. Largo Sun for the early lead. Maple Cookie on the outside. Sanderhoff Bluegrass gets away well. On the outside from post position 5. She's second on the outside. Maple Cookie settles in third. Then back to Lip Sync fourth outside. And going on now fourth on the outside is Sand My Appeal. He'll look for a spot on the inside. Then back to Lip Sync in fifth. And Ain't No Looking Back gets away 6 as they're bundled up to the opening quarter, and your leader up front, Largo Sun. He leads a length and a half. On the outside, Sand My Appeal. That opening quarter, 31 seconds. On the outside, Park second. Racing third on the inside is Maple Cookie. Outside, Ain't No Looking Back, Sanderhoff Bluegrass. On the pylons is fifth. And trailing sixth is Lip Sync as they race past the 3/8 pole. And up front, Largo Sun. And he's your leader, 2-10 favorite on the board. On the outside, second. And challenging is Sand My Appeal. Maple Cookie looking good on the inside, third. Ain't No Looking Back. Second up on the outside, fourth. Sanderhoff Bluegrass and Lip Sync. They were by that opening half. In 103, Largo Sun still in command. Sand My Appeal outside second. Right there third, Maple Cookie looking good on the inside. Then racing fourth on the outside. Second up is Ain't No Looking Back. Then Sanderhoff Bluegrass and your trailer Lip Sync. And she's making a move from the back as they race on to the 3/4. Largo Sun still in command. Sand My Appeal outside second. Maple Cookie looking for racing room third. Outside Lip Sync is now fourth. 3/4 and 1:34 and 3 in your leader. Largo Sun now moving out by 2. Maple Cookie now assumes second on the inside. Then on the outside, Lip Sync. She's charging hard third in between horses. Sand My Appeal. Sanderhoff Bluegrass will look for room up the pylons down the stretch. And it's Largo Sun. He's under a drive, but he's going to win this one. Largo Sun, Maple Cookie, Sanderhoff Bluegrass with her finishing kick, but they're not going to beat Largo Sun. He wins it. Maple Cookie for second. Sanderhoff Bluegrass fast closing third, and Sand My Appeal Lip Sync, and Ain't No Looking Back. And the time for the mile, 2:07 and 1. Diamonds and Todd Trites. Any Wits Way and Brian Moore. Dusty Lane Joy and Don Canning. Fast Talk and Wayne Hubbard, and from the outside is Cocan Body. Jerry Gallant, field of 5. One trotter in here, a reminder, number 3, Dusty Lane Joy, a trotter. Here they come. They're off, and your leader on the inside, Den of Diamonds. Fast Talk going forward as well. The trotter, Dusty Lane Joy, settling in and racing in third. Then back in fourth is Cocan Body. And your trailer to the opening 8th pole, Any Wits Way, is your leader, Den of Diamonds, takes them by the 8th pole, up the backstretch racing for the opening quarter, and Dusty Lane Joy not content with the pocket on the outside, and she's going to go up and grab the top now, and he does on the outside. Dusty Lane Joy trots to the opening quarter lead. That opening quarter, 32 seconds. The trotter, Dusty Lane Joy on top. Racing in second, Den of Diamonds. Fast Talk third. Here comes Cocan Body. First up on the outside going on. Now third. Fast Talk is fourth. And Any Wits Way trails by the 3/8 pole. And up front, cutting it out, the trotter, Dusty Lane Joy. And the longest shot on the board right now is on top. Leads a length. Racing second. On the outside, Cocan Body. Inside third is Den of Diamonds under a drive in third. Then Fast Talk fourth. Any Wits Way. That opening half in 1:05 as Dusty Lane Joy takes the half-mile lead, trotting on top. Racing second, Cocan Body coming on the outside. Then racing third, Den of Diamonds. Fourth is Fast Talk. And back to Any Wits Way up the backstretch to the 3/4. And trotting on top, Dusty Lane Joy on the outside. Cocan Body has grabbed it now. Fast Talk second over third. Then Den of Diamonds on the inside looking for racing room fourth. And Any Wits Way back in fifth, the 3/4. In 1:38 And your leader, Cocan Body, moving out now. Cocan Body, Fast Talk comes to second. Racing third on the inside is Dusty Lane Joy, still trotting third and breaking free from the rail. Here comes Den of Diamonds on the outside, and Any Which Way down the stretch they come, and Cocan Body on the outside. Fast Talk and Den of Diamonds closing fast on the outside, but Cocan Body, Fast Talk with a late rush. Cocan Body is going to hold though to win it. Fast Talk in for second, and third was Den of Diamonds. Dusty Lane Joy trotting in fourth, and fifth was Any Which Way. And the time for the mile, 2:12 and 3. Cocan for You, Jerry Gallant, Chip in the Pocket, Mark Haig, and Casimir Rocket on the outside is 6. A field of 6, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing for the early lead. Charlie Burke in between horses. Outside, Chip in the Pocket. Casimir Rocket gets away well as they hit the first turn. JF Smoke Wagon up on the inside now grabs third as they've gone past the paddock turn, and Chip in the Pocket on top. Leads a length and a half. Racing in second, Casimir Rocket. Third, JF Smoke Wagon. Then Charlie Burke looks at things, racing now in fourth. Back in fifth, Allegro Ellie, and trailing the field, Cocan for You and Charlie Burke. Up on the outside, first up on the outside. He's gone from fourth all the way on the outside, and he's grabbed the top now. They were by the opening quarter in 32 seconds. Charlie Burke fourth to first now, and he grabs the top. Chip in the Pocket second. Casimir Rocket inside third. Here comes Allegro Ellie on the outside. She now gets to third. That leaves Casimir Rocket fourth, and JF Smoke Wagon shuffled back on the inside fifth, and Cocan for You out moving sixth to the opening half, and Charlie Burke. Allegro Ellie on the outside second. Chip in the Pocket third. Cocan for You second up on the outside fourth. Casimir Rocket under a tight line in fifth. JF Smoke Wagon trails that opening half in 1:05 and 3. Charlie Burke on top. Allegro Ellie on the outside calling second. Racing third on the inside and looking good. Chip in the Pocket. Cocan for You second over on the outside fourth. Then up the inside, Casimir Rocket, JF Smoke Wagon onto the 3/4, and your leader still on the inside, Charlie Burke, but on the outside, Allegro Ellie trying to wear him down on the outside. Chip in the Pocket right there third. Cocan for You outside fourth. They were by the 3/4. In 1:37 and 3, inside is Charlie Burke. Allegro Ellie hanging top second. Cocan for You second over on the outside. He's tipping 3 wide. Chip in the Pocket looks for real estate anywhere down the stretch. And on the outside, Allegro Ellie, Charlie Burke fighting back. Cocan for You is coming on. Chip in the Pocket in deep stretch. Allegro Ellie, she's going to win it. Allegro Ellie wins it. In for second was Cocan for You. Third, Chip in the Pocket. Then it was Charlie Burke, JF Smoke Wagon, and Casimir Rocket. And the time for the mile, 2:10. 7, James E.B. is out. We have Kilkerran Peddler, Dirk Duncan. Shalimar Sentinel and Tony Watson. Tucson Light and Jeff Lewis. Fame Scooter and Todd Trites. Daily Odds, Mark Haig, Tashida Starfleet and Mark Collette. And outside to Hughes Return, Gary Smith. 7 starters. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Shalimar Sentinel for the early lead. Kilkerran Peddler getting away well from the inside. Tucson Light settling in third as they hit the first turn. Kilkerran Peddler pacing out on top. Shalimar Sentinel now with the Pocket Trip racing in second. That leaves Fame Scooter on the outside to drive on from third. Tucson Light fourth. Then back in fifth as they race up to the backstretch is on the inside Daily Odds. Racing sixth and Tashida Starfleet, and trailing Hughes Return as Fame Scooter has gone up and grabbed the top now from Kilkerran Peddler. They were by that opening quarter, 31 seconds. Kilkerran Peddler not content with the pocket. He's out to grab on the outside and going for the top once again, and he'll grab the top. Racing in second is Fame Scooter. Shalimar Sentinel back in third. Racing fourth on the inside. And as they come off the 3/8 and moving is Tucson Light, then back in fifth is Daily Odds, then sixth Tashida Starfleet, and trailing Hughes Return to the half, and Kilkerran Peddler. On top, Fame Scooter second, Shalimar Sentinel third. They were by the half in 3 and 3. Tucson Light still sits fourth. Daily Odds fifth. Then Tashida Starfleet and Hughes Return as they've gone past the paddock now for the second time and kill Karen Pedler. On top, the closest to him is Fame Scooter second. Shalimar Sentinel third on the outside. Daily Odds now gets to fourth. Racing back in fifth, it's Tucson Light, then Tashida Starfleet. And trailing way back is Hughes Return as the Pedler takes him by the 3/4. 137 and 1. Kill Karen Pedler on top. Fame Scooter second. Outside and driving on the outside third is Daily Odds. Right there fourth, Shalimar Sentinel as they come off the turn for home, and it's Kill Karen Pedler. Kill Karen Pedler and Fame Scooter. On the outside coming on is Daily Odds with a late rush. Shalimar Sentinel in deep stretch though. It's Kill Karen Pedler. Fame Scooter with a last minute rush. Pedler though gets it at the wire. In for second, Fame Scooter. Daily Odds for third, then Shalimar Sentinel, Tucson Light, Tashida Starfleet. Hughes Return. Time for the mile. 2:10. Starters for the fifth race in the hands of the starter now. We've got a field of 5 as they approach top of the stretch. Steve and Mike off the rail. And driver Dirk Duncan, Happy Ave, and Mark Haig, Princetown Judy, Brian Moore. Pete the Cheat and Todd Trites, an outside Broadway standout. And driver Ricky Collins, a field of 5 here in the fifth. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Princetown Judy for the early lead. Happy Ave gets away second. Broadway standout. From the outside gets to the pylons now, racing in third. Stephen Mike gets away fourth. Then racing back in fifth is Pete the Cheat. As they race on to the opening 8th pole, they're by that marker now, and Happy Ave steps out, leads a length. Princetown Judy takes a pocket now, racing in second. Broadway standout, looks at it from third. Racing in fourth is Stephen Mike, and trailing fifth, Pete the Cheat. They're single file of the opening quarter, and your leader up front is Happy Ave, leading a length and a quarter in that opening quarter. Was paced in 31 seconds. Happy Ave on top. Princetown Judy up tight second. Back in third, Broadway standout. Stephen Mike is fourth. And trailing fifth still is Pete the Cheat. Nobody out to move yet. They're still single file. And up front, cutting it out, Happy Ave. Still leading a length and a quarter. Princetown Judy second. There goes Stephen Mike on the outside from fourth. Now third on the outside. Broadway standout back in fourth. Then Pete the Cheat follows the cover fifth. They're by the half. And your leader up front is Happy Ave. The opening half in 105. Stephen Mike on the outside, challenging second. Inside third, Princetown Judy. Outside second up is Pete the Cheat. And Broadway standout trails as they hit the 5/8 neck and neck for the top. And on the outside, that's Stephen Mike. Grabs the top on the outside. Happy Ave second. On left uncovered on the outside, third, Pete the Cheat going on from third. Then it's Princetown Judy shuffled back fourth and trailing Broadway standout. He's out to move. It's Stephen Mike. Takes him by the 3/4, 136 and 2. Pete the Cheat. Closest one to him now, second. Happy Ave. Right there, third on the inside. Then back in fourth, Broadway standout and Princetown Judy trails as they come off the turn. And your leader up front, Steve and Mike, as they come off the turn. It's Steve and Mike, Happy Ave on the outside. Broadway standout is coming on. And it's Steve and Mike, Happy Ave, Broadway standout. Gonna be though, Steve and Mike. Broadway standout, we'll call him for second. Happy Ave third, Princetown Judy. And in for fifth was Pete the Cheat. The time for the mile. Here in the 6th. Here they come. They're off and pacing for the early lead. R&M down from post 2. Scorpy on the outside leaving well, and on the inside getting away third. Monty's last. They hit the first turn. Illini Heather back fourth. Racing fifth is tuned in. Then Good Dear Good and trailing River King to Scorpy. Goes up on the outside to try to grab the top, but R&M down's going to take him halfway up the backstretch as Scorpy clears to the front. R&M down. Now sits in second. Back 4 lengths in third to Monty's last. Back in fourth, Illini Heather, then it's tuned in. On the outside, River King, and trailing is Good Dear Good. They were by that opening quarter, quickest of the day, 30 seconds. Scorpio 8.5 lead, racing second. On the inside, R&M down, closing the gap, Monty's last, third, Illini Heather, eyes things from fourth. Then racing back fifth, Tuned In, then it's Good Dear Good. River King trails off the turn through the stretch to the half. And your leader, Scorpy, on top, leading by 2.5 lengths now, and moving out. Then racing second, Aaron down, Illini Heather. Up on the outside, moving third, the half and 2. Then outside, moving behind her, comes Monty's Lass. Then it's back to Tuned In, Good Dear Good, and River King. They pass the paddock for the second time, and Scorpy has a good lead. Battle on for second. Aaron down inside. Illini Heather on the outside, third. Then Monty's Last, fourth. On the inside, Tuned In, Good Dear Good is out, and trailing is River King. Scorpy's got command of this one. He leads by about 6 lengths. Illini Heather is racing second, the 3/4, 1:34. On the outside, coming now to third, is Monty's Last. Aaron down, Good Dear Good. Then it's back to Tuned In and River King. Scorpy is well in control. He leads by about 5 lengths off the turn. It's Scorpy, Illini Heather. Monty's Last for third as they come through the stretch. And they're not going to beat Scorpy. He's a winner here. Scorpy, Illini Heather will get the deuce. And Monty's Last finishes third. It's a 5-3-1 unofficial try. Then River King up for fourth. Fifth was Aaron down. Then Good Dear Good. And Tuned In. The time for the mile, 2:07. Underway now for race number 7, field of 6. Spudlin Sarah's out. We have Duchess of Windsor, Lonnie Stokes. Susie Poozy, Dirk Duncan, Cocaine Harbor, Jerry Gallant, Doc Smokin' Joe, Mark Haig, Mr. Tambourine Pan, and Todd Trites. And to the outside, Mo Jalali and Tim Merzetti. Field of 6 starters, 7th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing as they lead the wire. Duchess of Windsor going for the early lead up on the inside. Susie Poozy backs off for cover behind the leader. Now racing in second. Third on the outside, Mr. Tambourine Pan. Then Cocaine Harbor on the inside. Racing in fourth. Then back fifth is Doc Smokin' Joe, trailing Mo Jalali up the backstretch to the quarter. And your leader, Duchess of Windsor, and on the outside, as the inquiry sign is posted, that Mr. Tambourine Pan parked on the outside, getting the air, racing second on the outside. Third is Susie Poozy, that quarter, 30-3. Then it's back to Cocaine Harbor, racing in fourth. Then back fifth, Doc Smokin' Joe. Mo Jalali moving from the back of the pack as they race towards the 3/8. Duchess of Windsor not ready to relinquish her lead. She's still on top with Mr. Tambourine Pan. On the outside, second. Racing third, Susie Poozy's got the perfect trip, third. Then Mo Jalali, second up on the outside, fourth. Then Doc Smokin' Joe and trailing Cocaine Harbor now shuffled back. They were by the opening half in 1:03-3 on the inside. Duchess of Windsor. Again, the inquiry sign has been posted. Outside, Mr. Tambourine Pan. On the outside, second, Susie Poozy. With the perfect journey on the inside, third. Mo Jalali tips out 3 wide. Going on now from fourth is now second. And behind her comes Doc Smokin' Joe and Cocaine Harbor. Mo Jalali on the outside. She's mowing them down on the outside. And she grabs the top now. Mo Jalali, Doc Smokin' Joe. On the outside now, second to 3/4, 1:36. Cocaine Harbor is third. Duchess of Windsor inside. Then on in between horses, Mr. Tambourine Pan, Susie Poozy. Just no room for her today as they come off the turn. And your leader, Mo Jalali, on the outside. Doc Smokin' Joe closest to him, second on the outside. And he's charging hard, and he's going to get the job done. Mark Haig on the outside gets it done. Doc Smokin' Joe, your winner. In for second was Mo Jalali, Cocaine Harbor. Third, Duchess of Windsor, Susie Poozy, and Mr. Tambourine Pan. The afternoon, going for a purse here of $1,500. Show Me the Honey is out. We've got Direct Drive and Wayne Watson. Stony B, Charlie Price. Stevie Y with Brian Moore. Just Like Uptown, Tim Merzetti. Jags Desperado with Lonnie Stokes. Dance Legend, Dirk Duncan. Outside to Horan Hanover and Todd Trites, 7 starters. Featured 8th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing for the inside lead. It's Direct Drive leaving out of there just like Uptown. Dance Legend from the far outside. Stony B gets away fourth into the first turn. And Direct Drive on top, moving out by 2. Stony B now gets second. Dance Legend parked on the outside, forced to go on third. Then on the inside, Stevie Y fourth, just like Uptown. Will elect to go back to the pylons in fifth. Then Jags Desperado, and trailing back of the pack is Horan Hanover's Dance Legend takes the first quarter lead, and Dirk Duncan has him on the bit that opening quarter, 30 seconds. Dance Legend up tight second is Direct Drive as Stevie Y went to a break. Stony B now sits in third. Jags Desperado up the inside fourth. Then it's Horan Hanover, just like Uptown, and moving Stevie Y back and pacing as they come off the top turn and through the stretch to the opening half. Under a tight rein, it's Dance Legend leading by 2. Direct Drive second. Stony B has third. Jags Desperado is a closer fourth. The half 101 and 4. Then it's just like Uptown, Stevie Y, and your trailer is just like Uptown as they race into the turn, and your leader up front cutting it out is still Dance Legend. Direct Drive second. Outside, Jags Desperado third. Stony B locked in. Horan Hanover second over on the outside from fourth, and he's tipping 3 wide onto the 3/4. And your leader, Dance Legend, Horan Hanover on the outside, 3 wide, and he's grabbed the top now. 3/4, 1:32 and 2. It's Horan Hanover. Racing second now is Jags Desperado. Stony B third. Stevie Y comes to fourth. Dance Legend is fifth. Then it's Direct Drive and far back, just like Uptown, off the turn for home. And your leader, Horan Hanover, the favorite on the board. Horan Hanover, Jags Desperado, Stony B outside Stevie Y, but they're not going to catch Horan Hanover. 3 wide move pays off for Horan Hanover. He wins. Jags Desperado gets the deuce. Stony B third. Then Stevie Y fourth. Direct Drive fifth. Dance Legend, and just like Uptown, the mile. 2:03 and 2. Top of the stretch now for race number 9. 1 is Grammar Girl, Dirk Duncan. 2, P.R. McGyver and Todd Trites. 3, UB First, Bill Nicholson Sr. Waterside Apache leaves 4 for Charlie Price. Lone Water GW, Mark Collett. Rules and Regulations, Stefan DeCourcy. Aaron Islands, Lonnie Stokes. And outside Post 8 to Cocan Joey. Jerry Gallant, 8 starters. Race 9, here they come. They're off and pacing as expected. Grammar Girl for the early lead. She'll get there uncontested. P.R. McGyver backs off for cover behind the leader. Now second, then racing third, Lone Water GW. UB First is fourth. Aaron Islands parked on the outside fifth. Then Waterside Apache. Rules and Regulations, Cocan Joey trails. Up the backstretch to the quarter, Grammar Girl. Leading a length and a quarter. P.R. McGyver with the pocket trip second. Lone Water GW third. Aaron Islands looks for a spot fourth. Then fifth is UB First, Waterside Apache. Rules and Regulations trailing Cocan Joey. He's out moving after a quarter of 32 seconds. Grammar Girl on top. P.R. McGyver with the pocket second. Aaron Islands parked on the outside third. Then racing fourth, Lone Water GW. He comes off the pylons to challenge. That gives cover to Waterside Apache. UB First. Then Rules and Regulations, Cocan Joey. And we've got a field of 8. They're 4 in and 4 out to the opening half. And your leader, Grammar Girl, up top. Leading a length. Aaron Islands parked every step of the way so far. He is second. 1:04 and 3 the half. P.R. McGyver third on the inside. And Lone Water GW, Waterside Apache back to UB First. Outside Cocan Joey, and trailing the field now, Rules and Regulations as they hit the 5/8, go on up the backstretch, racing to the 3/4, and your leader up front, Grammar Girl, under a drive now. She leads P.R. McGyver by a length and a quarter, racing third on the inside, Waterside Apache. Aaron Islands hanging tough on the outside, racing fourth. Then it's Cocan Joey, Rules and Regulations, then back to Lone Water GW and UB First. 3/4, 1:35 and 3. We got a battle up front. On the inside, Grammar Girl trying to go coast to coast. P.R. McGyver on the outside. Trites looking for his fourth of the day. Down the stretch, and P.R. McGyver on the outside. Grammar Girl fighting back on the inside. In deep stretch, neck and neck. P.R. McGyver. Trites gets up to win his fourth. then Grammar Girl, second Waterside Apache, then Aran Islands, Rules and Regulations, Kokan Joey, Lone Water GW, and you'll be first in the time for the mile, 2:08.